Hello everyone, welcome to today's tutorial. Today I'm a bit excited because I'm going to show you guys on how to make ashoke, hair tie ashoke. This is it for your hair tie, and this is it actually. This is what I've sewn so far, and you can just well, this is it. So you can see, and this is normally being used in Africa, especially Nigeria region in Africa. So they will have this, they will use it to tie their hair during the wedding or any occasion. As far as I'm concerned, for me, I'm always using mine in any occasion. If I'm going to a religious gathering, I will use it, provided it goes with my outfit. That's what I do. And I love using scarf to tie my head. So even though I have my hair being braided and so, I still do use my ikele to tie my hair. You can use this fabric is actually like, I think it's cotton. It's very strong. It's not something that it is really soft. It's very strong, and you can use it to make this auto ikele they made, because when you look at a lot of websites, they do have this ikele that is already been made. So this is what they use for it. But nowadays they can use different fabric to make. I can use lace to make those auto ikele fabric, auto ikele. But ashoke is very good. When you can get one with ashoke, it's very good. And if not, you can just have something like this. They can just tie it anyhow you want it. It's very easy to tie. You can check on a YouTube channel, website. They show you how to tie the scarf. Okay, so this piece is actually for the men. The men can just use it like that to put it around their neck if there is occasion, wedding, or things like that. Or they can use it to make a hat. This one roll is actually sufficient to make that native hat for men. Nowadays, you can see the white boys. It doesn't matter where they come from, any background. They do use those African hats now to dress themselves up, and it really looks good on them. So this one alone is enough to do that. So if you are interested, you can go ahead and get one for yourself. All right. So normally this scarf actually come in a row. So they decided. So if you really want to see how I made this igele, how I cut the fabric and sew it together, just keep watching. Just keep watching this video, because it's not really difficult to do. It's very simple. Just few minutes, you get your scarf done. Okay, so let me show you how it goes. Actually, it comes like this in a row. Sometimes when you have when you want to really have a gele, when you go to the store, they normally cut it out and sew it for you before you can buy any color that you wish. But when you are really buying a lot, you can get the bundle like this. This side comes the bundle. So I actually bought a couple of these bundles. So I will be sewing it. So let me show you the one I've already loose. So that is this one. This one is being loose. So because I've been cutting it, I make a couple of this scarf previously. So this is how it is. So when you lose it out, it is rolling. When you lose it out, it becomes like this. So you can see now, it's really the same. So I'm just going to cut it like this, okay? But I will show you how long this is, because I'm just going to cut this off. So for the women, actually, it is three of this you put together, and for the men it's just one. So let me just measure it So all what you need for this project just your tape measure to be able to measure your fabric and your pin. That's all you needed. Your scissors, of course, to cut your fabric. Alright. So this is it. Let me just it's about, just show you. Okay, this is about this 170. This 170. 170 centimeter. 170 centimeter, then it's 67 inches, as you can see. And this measurement is actually included the folding on both sides, because this side I'm just going to trim it off and fold it. Otherwise, if you don't fold it, it will be so it will not look nice. You see, so I'm just going to fold that, then it will look very neat. Okay, so this is the one. This one's already been cut. So I'm going to do the same measurement. This is just the same measurement. So I'm just going to cut that. So this is that. So just cut it like this. And see the way they actually bound it. See? So just use it to cut. So this is about 1, 2, 3. This is 3. So I take it up like this. So this one is what I'm going to sew together. Okay. So I'm going to cut it off here. Remember, it's on roll, so the roll is open. So that is how it goes. So I just cut it off like this. Okay, so you have 1, 2, and 3. Okay. So this is for the lady. This is just sufficient for the lady. So I'm going to put it together. So it's long enough. 1 meter 70. So it's long enough. So you can see. Let me just see. So you can see this is also enough. This is sufficient for another couple. So this 1, 2, 3. So let me just cut this upper one up. Okay. It might even be 4. Alright. So that is how it goes. Just cut this open like this. Alright. So this one up. See? With the glue they put it together, I think so be sticky. Alright. So this is another scarf for lady. So this is 1, 2. So I'll just cut it open here. Okay, I'll cut it open like this. Okay. Left. See? Okay. So this side, I have to cut this open as well. Alright. Alright. We have 2 and 3. So that is that. So see, this one scarf, and that is another. This for couple, this for couple. You can see. So now the cutting is done. So what I'm going to show you next is this. So for the male one, this is what you just have to do. You just have to get your pin. Make sure you have pin that is a bit sharp. So what you have to do, just fold it like this. Just fold it like this. So just use a pin to hold it. It's very simple. You don't even have to iron it. Don't need that. Just use your hand. Everything will be in this place. Alright. So that is it. So when you are actually, so what you do when you finish pinning this side, be careful um not to miss it, miss, pinning, because what happens is that when you pin, let's say you pin the other side that way, and then you sew it, you will see what happens. So when you fold it this way now, you sew that way, and then you sew this way, will not be correspond. So what you need to do is to make sure that the side that you pin face each other. In that case, that will be, let's just say, inside. So you have to make the inside yourself. So you just fold it like this. Alright. But if you like, you can just leave it like that. But I decided to just do that so that you can have neat finishing side. Otherwise you get ruffled. Okay. So that goes. Alright. Oh. Ooh. This thing is bad. Okay, this is another pin. This is my office pin. Alright. So, okay. So, I think when you use the office pin, it's more secure because the office pin is very sharp. See? So it's easier. So you can see both sides come together. So when you sew it like that, then you are good to go. Right? Okay. So now I will do the female scarf. So this is also quite simple, and you will put together. You have to be very careful. As you can see, you have to work which side you want to actually put together. But in this case, it doesn't really matter which side. So now you just open it up. Open it up. So when you can see this, you can see it right now how it is. You can see these are the edges. So what you have to do just to put this edge together with the other edge. Alright? So it is really very simple as that. So you take a pin, you pin it together. Make sure you put it very close to the edges together. So we just want to have tiny stitches, tiny sewing we just want to do. Okay, so by the time you put it together, and then it will not be too bogus. Okay? So we have to have a very tiny stitches. Okay, we'll use this. Okay. Okay, that is that. Okay. It's very simple. So if you can get hold on the roll, if you are really making a lot, do you want to make for wedding, so you can just buy roll and you can just put it together yourself. So that is that. Okay. So you just pin your your fabric all the way, you pin, pin to the end. Very, 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 very simple. Okay. So if you can make all these things yourself, you will save a lot of money, you know. So you have to ask someone to do it for you. So use a very sharp needle. Okay, so almost done. So what you do when you finish pinning, when you are at the end, if it does not correspond, don't worry, but we're going to try to trim it off and fold it so you will not see. All right. So that is that. Okay, so that is that. So after finish pinning this part, you will add the other one, but we need to have three of these layers. You just cut this off. So you do the same thing that we just did with the other one. You just pin it together very, very close with each other. Okay, like so. And then you use your pin, like so. You pin your work. See? So that is how it goes. I really recommended very sharp pins. A fish pin will do it. Otherwise, you will have problem actually putting this together. Just the way I'm having problem right now. So get a new pin. You can use the office pin. That is the best because the office pin is much sharper. So you can even see what you are doing when you are pinning both the first layer to the second layer. You can actually see how it is because it is very transparent as well. You can see the way I'm pinning it, this layer here, this layer, but you can also do the other way around to put this one here. So you can do that, alright? So that is it. Then you pin it all the way to the end. Pin it all the way to the end. So I will just go ahead and pin and try to sew mine. So that's just like this. So let me go now. I'll go to the sewing machine and put them together. So I will show you the next thing to do.
A few moments later.
Okay. So let me just show you guys what I've done so far. So this is there. This is the made one. So that one is done. This one is very, very simple. Just have to just fold the edges, the raw edges, so that it will look neat. And that's it. So we can remove that now. Alright. So The female one, that is this. So let me just cut it down. So straight. Okay. So the next step I'm going to do now is to fold the edges. You can see it is well sewn nicely. So all you have to do now just to fold the edges. So let me start from here because remember this area was a bit this one is too long, so all we have to do is just to trim it off so that it can all correspond with the other one. So that is that. So now that it's done, so you can decide now. You can decide that you will fold in. So it doesn't really matter which side you choose because they both look the same. You can see. So that is one thing with our shortcake, they always look same. Right. So that is that. So I will decide to use this side as inside. So I will fold it, just fold it like this one time and second time. I hope you can see what I'm doing, like this. And I will take my pin, I'll just pin it. Right? Okay. So we'll fold it once and again, fold it again. Right? Fold it again. See? So take a pin. So you just do it. So what I will do as far as to trim this a bit, let's trim this off. You can see this is the reason you have to actually unfold it. If you don't, if you know you lose a lot of your fabric. So do here as well. Alright. And fold it. Okay. Make sure. So when you actually fold the edges, you can see that it looks very neat. See? So that is why you need to fold the edges. Alright. Okay. So that is that. Okay. You can see. Okay, so you do the same thing with the other side. Okay. Don't forget, you just do it like this. Put them together so you know the side that you will fold. Alright, so now I'm going to fold this side in, just like this and like this. Just so. Okay. So like this. So one thing I forgot to say is that when you are sewing this, again, you are using this type of fabric, you should use the thick needles, because the thick needle like you use for your jeans, I think that one you can actually use because this ashoke is really quite a strong fabric. It looks light, it looks see-through, but when you are sewing with a sewing machine, you can see that it is really strong fabric. So you can just use a thick needle to sew it, right? Okay. Just like this. That's it. So now you folded the edges. It looks really so beautiful. So I will go to my sewing machine now and sew the edges from. You don't have to sew here because you can see the edges here, the service, it is locked in. So there is no way, nothing will happen with that. So you just leave it like that. Leave the edges, you have to sew. Alright? So let's go to sewing machine now and sew it on.
A few moments later.
So you can see it is well done, beautiful. You You can't even see the thread that I use for it. So you have to buy thread that is actually that's a bit close to the color of the fabric. So if you do that, then nobody will even see the sewing of the fabric you are working on. So that is it. This one is really very good. The thread just going, you can see. So it's going very well. So I'm cutting off now the first thread. So you can see this is ready. Okay. So that is it. Looks nice and neat, as you can see. It's very beautiful. So it is done, and I'm satisfied with it. So I'm going to leave it like that. It's done. So you can see it does not actually take much time. It's less than an hour. You cut your fabric, your scarf, you cut it out, and you sew it. Just less than an hour. So it is really worth it for you to do it. So that is that. Very simple. Not that difficult to do. So that is it. So you can see it is completed now. So that is it. So I will be sewing this as well. So you can see it is very simple to do, and this is the end of this tutorial. So if you have any question or any request of having this fabric, you can always leave your message on my YouTube channel. I will respond to all your questions, as I always do to those who actually send me private messages. My email is eunice@email.us. I will actually leave my email address in the description box. So if you have any question again, you can always contact me. All right. So you can see it's very simple to do. So if I can do it, you can do it as well. It is really, really very, very, very simple. So you go out there and practice. Practice make perfect. Just sew your gele and put it on, and you will be fine. All right then. So I wish you all a very good day wherever you may be. All right. Okay. So bye.